The engine completed, front and rear axle housings glued together, tires and wheels ready to go on. Welcome back to another plastic model build. This is a 1984 GMC Pickup MPC model. We can build it as pictured on the front of the box. Another option. This is a 1/25th scale and it's molded in white, so pretty easy to paint. So let's open it up and we'll get started. Chrome parts, big tires, really big tires. Windshield and back window, tail lights. Here's the body. It is in two pieces. The bed's separate from the cab, and that's the frame. It's separate too. Interior, tailgate, like wheel parts, hood, engine parts, instructions. Here's some decals. Let's see what's in them. Yeah, basically some pinstriping, GMC emblem. Let's start opening these up and we'll get a plan together on what we're going to do. First thing I notice is the discoloration on these seats and the hood. So the way I build models, paint everything except the body with a brush. And I typically leave the parts on the parts tree. Easier to do. You can hang on to the parts tree, not get paint all over you as you're painting. And then where they break off, I go back. Once I get them painted, I'll go back and then touch those spots up where they're attached to the tree. Like most models, this one has the paint colors that they recommend for parts. So an example, the engine should be P, and that is orange. Body color, of course, that's your own choice there. So the paint color codes, they're very helpful. I'm going to get started. And once I get some painting done, I'll give you an update. The black and silver painted. I usually miss some, so we may have to paint more later. Now, I haven't painted the frame. I don't know if I'll go a flat black, maybe what I do on it, because I painted the suspension parts in a semi-gloss. So I think the flat black would probably look better for the frame. Glued everything together, and on the engine that's painted orange, so we can paint all of that one time. And it looks like step one is putting the tires and wheels together. The back of the chrome wheels go in up against the inner wheel, which is this part. So we want to make sure we scrape away the chrome so the glue will stick. Preparing to paint the body, I will be using spray paint, so I want to wash it thoroughly. I just put it in some water with just a little bit of soap. That'll clean all the residue from the molds off and should make the paint stick. Okay, engine completed. Front and rear axle housings completed, glued together. Tires and wheels ready to go on. Drive shafts, put a little aluminum detail on the ends of them. Shocks, got them painted. Going to be painting the body of the truck. This is metallic dark copper. Painted the underside of the cab and the bed, the hood, and the interior, because this will show on the bottom of the truck looking up through the frame, and this trim piece that goes under the grill. These are dry to the touch, but we're going to let them dry a little longer. Make sure we have good coverage. If we do, we'll flip them over, paint this dark brown, and the interior will be painted a khaki color. Turned out pretty good. I like that metallic paint. And one coat on the interior. There's a steering wheel, dashboard. We're getting another coat on it, and then we got some detailing to do. The pedals and the armrest, and on the gauges in the dash, and working on the chassis. Have the front and rear differential, shocks, all mounted in, and glue's dry. So I know I can continue on at least one more step. And that's tires and wheels, get the engine mounted. And then we'll interior's next, so we'll have to wait till it's ready to go before we continue on. All right, we have the chassis ready for the motor. Transfer case goes behind it. And then our next step is going to be the interior. So we'll do some painting on that. Here's a little better look at the interior. I'm by no means a professional model builder. You can probably tell that when you look at this, but it suits me. I just do simple plastic model builds. So let's get this interior put in. I'm not going to use any glue because this fits tight. Put the glass in first. And then the interior, you'll notice I've glued the firewall to it, and it will just slide in place. Little chrome touch up on the handles, door locks, the wiper arms, and paint the blades black. And time to install the cab and the bed. Now I'm just doing a test fit here just to see if everything fits right. And it looks like it does. Snaps down on there. Here's the bed. And there's a couple of posts on it that set down in the couple of holes in the frame. That puts it in the right position. That looks pretty good. So now we'll put some glue on and get these mounted. And where we're going to put some glue, we want to scrape off the paint. so it'll stick. All right, and we'll snap it down into place, and it's a good tight fit. Now we'll scrape the paint off where the bed mounts, both sides. And we'll maneuver the bed around where those two posts are in the frame, right there. And just double checking the side to side. It lines up with the cab. And just a little bit of weight till that glue dries. Two chrome mirrors installed. And a test fit of the hood. Okay, we'll let this dry. Get back on it a little later on. Front grille and the front bumper on. And the trim panel that goes between the bumper and the grille. Now, if we want to use this brush guard, the winch, the lights, and all of this, they'll be next. I have assembled them. I wasn't sure if I was going to use them or not, but they have already painted them, so why not put it on? Rear bumper is on. The roll bar and the lights, steps on each side. Our last step is going to be the decals. I'll put the side stripes on. Those 4 red stripes on the cab and the bed. Driver's side, passenger side. I have my Q-tip to clean the water off once I install it. And this brush, in case we need to brush out the ends. Lukewarm water. I'm okay with the build, the way the build turned out, but parts fits not the best. Specifically the rear bumper. I had to add some extensions onto the rear frame rails for the bumper to even have something to hold to, but we got it on there and it looks okay. The chrome, these were left over because there was nowhere on the instructions to tell you what these parts were. But there's a long chrome piece there with a, looks like a gearbox at the end of it. I don't know where that goes. Just the instructions stopped where we stopped. There was no additional instructions to tell you where those parts could go. It's an okay kit. The mirror slid out here. We can't see if we got the mirror folded in. Because of the tire size on this kit and the lights on the roll bar, won't quite go under the dustproof case. We'll do something there just to keep the dust out of it, because I like these cases for that. That's going to complete the build on this 1984 GMC Pickup. Thanks for watching. We hope you've enjoyed the video. And if you did, how about giving us a like and subscribe to our channel? Thanks.